All right, let's run down 3 things today in this video. Number 1, is Nike back? Are they headed in the right direction? Number 2, one of the best collaborators in all of footwear and sneakers has done it once again. And number 3, yeah, I guess this is my observation on people that are saying, "Oh, sneakers are back," especially based on the things they said in 2024. All right, first, is Nike back and are they headed in the right direction? I think they're certainly headed, yes, in the right direction. I do personally, and I also shared my thoughts on the brand new brand we're going to see with them, Nike Skims, in collaboration with Kim Kardashian and Skims. So you can check out that full video after you watch this one. But I think they're certainly doing the right things, right? Under Elliott Hill. Now, we have to actually go ahead and give credit to John Donahoe because the Skims collaboration with Nike, that was actually in the works for the past few years, going back to 2023. So you actually do have to attribute that to him. But everything I think we're going to see moving forward will certainly be credited to Elliott. And we saw him at All-Star Weekend showing love to all of his signature athletes, whether it was Shea, Asia, or Sabrina. So I absolutely love that when it comes to just seeing him so present, right, and involved, especially at All-Star Weekend. And I think this is a pivotal time because so many people have been criticizing Nike, also me, on what they've been getting right and what they've been getting wrong. And I think that's fair, especially if it's one of your favorite brands. Like, you want to see them continue to not only live up to the expectations that they've set for themselves, but also to just, do right by the consumer and also do right by their athletes. So I certainly feel that Elliott was doing that. We saw him again in pretty much, I think we saw him not necessarily in the Shea one, but we certainly saw him in the Sabrina 2s and the Black Label pair, I believe. And we also saw him in his A1. So he's showing up, he's present. I also think in terms of the excitement for something that's new, right? That's what they've been missing. Now, that's not to say the new GT Future doesn't give us reminiscent vibes of things we've seen in the past, but it's still something that is exciting everyone. You saw all the buzz going around, and certainly Wale wearing them doesn't hurt at all. Now, the 190 price point, I believe it's what it's priced at, 180 or 190. I don't know how people feel about that, so go ahead and comment your thoughts below. Do they need to maybe try and shy away from these higher price points? Especially in this economy right now, do they need to shy away from that? But I do think, again, I love the excitement that we're seeing. And then moving beyond just that with, again, the Nike Skims, is that something that is really going to turn the tide for them? Well, they've lacked in really gaining the women's market. That's something that they absolutely positively need to work on and focus on if they want to continue to move forward and regain market share. So has it done a whole lot for their stock right now? No, like, as a shareholder, I can tell you it hasn't, but it does give me hope for the future. And when I say that Nike is struggling in terms of speaking to the women and the women's target market, just take a look at the Pegasus Premium, right? When they dropped that, for men, it absolutely positively sold out immediately. And for women, it was readily available like days and I think weeks later. So that should tell you something, that a lot of women connect with other brands in terms of running. But then we also see that in terms of the apparel that they choose to wear and not wear when it comes to Nike. So with that, we can see why Nike and Skims is something they're exploring. Okay, so did you guess the collaborator? I said he has done it once again. It's absolutely Joe Freshgoods, okay, with the Aged Well 992. Now, I want to go ahead and read what's on the card for that shoe because I just want to continue to give flowers to Joe. So he said, in 2020, Joe Freshgoods and New Balance embarked on a transformative journey, a collaboration that would ultimately redefine storytelling through the lens of a Black voice. It's often said that the true essence of a relationship lies in the ability to draw strength from one another, igniting the spark of innovation. And he certainly did that, right? At a time where we continuously saw people like clown New Balance for just being dad shoes. Of course, I'm not talking about you, DMV, but we saw that. And then there was this shift, an entire turn of events, and it just continued to just spark excitement, one after another, after another, after another, with extremely intentional storytelling, whether it was outside clothes, whether it was inside voices. Those are things that are just so embedded, okay? It's truly within Black culture, especially growing up. And him being very bold and wanting that like present in the visuals. Like, he is a master at the visuals that we see. And I'm so excited just to continue to see this, evolution and this journey with him in New Balance. So to continue to read on, it says, this 992 stands as a symbol of our journey, with our main objective being to illustrate how this distinctive collaboration continues to age well, despite an industry often inundated with temporary relationships and fleeting trends. And we're always gonna see trends. That's never gonna change. But I do think Joe Freshgoods has had a lasting change on New Balance and also how they're perceived within the market as a whole, not just with that very dedicated, loyal following that they've had, from where they actually are and where they started. Now, I will go ahead and just throw this in there. That varsity jacket, it may actually outshine the shoes. I'm just saying. And I'm just gonna throw this in here real fast, okay? Because I understand this wasn't part of the 3 things that I ran down. Adidas. So even after the way people came at Jordan Brand for $250 for that Jordan 185 bread, you said that that's okay. We'll just go ahead and make this jellyfish $280. Yeah, does that change how I feel in terms of thinking this is an amazing, exciting model? No, it doesn't. Does it change me understanding a lot of people are not gonna get this shoe? Yes, it does, and I'm not alone in that. Like, you can see the comment section, okay? So I do hope brands are paying attention because that price point is just not hitting. Like, Pharrell, I know that you do what you do with LV, but this is with Adidas, okay? And I know people are gonna say, well, you all joke that it had that designer feel, so you're gonna get that designer price. These are still 2 very different markets, and that price is not going to hit with just traditional sneakerheads and within the traditional sneaker market as it does with the luxury market. It's just not. I've seen so many people, and I'll throw the comments up here, that said, you know what, I'll just wait until these possibly hit outlets. So yeah, Adidas, if the shoe doesn't do well and it's based on that price point, that is on you to blame. I hate to say that, but it really is. So I still absolutely love it. If you see me with it, please know that it was based on a blessing hitting my doorstep, or it actually, was discounted and then I picked it up. Okay, and then finally, I guess what I've observed, and it's not really making sense, the math is not mathing to me, and I was decent in math, like I really was, skipped ahead to calculus early on. We're saying that sneakers are back, right? That's what I keep seeing all over. Sneakers are back. When is everyone going to admit that you just feel that Nike and Jordan are finally back and not being discarded to the side because they just really weren't coming with methods and tactics that were working within this changing landscape? When are you going to admit that? Because to say that sneakers are back, so sneakers were just dead, right? If sneakers were so dead in 2024, why did you have so many must-haves? Why did you tell people don't sleep so often in 2024? If sneakers are back, what was 2024 about then? You still ran down like a number of must-haves that would have cost people, I don't know, probably $3,000 to $4,000 if we totaled up the amount of times that you said this is a must-have and don't sleep. So sneakers were present, new things were dropping, you were falling all over the Reimagined 4, you were still falling over Kobe's, and there were still shoes that you just thought you couldn't live without. So it has nothing to do with sneakers having just been dead overall, because so many other brands are thriving and they're doing well, and they have actually challenged Nike and Jordan to step it up. So yeah, are we ready to just admit that maybe you just thought that Nike and Jordan were just lackluster and weren't doing their job? It's just what I observed, okay? It's just what I observed. Like, I just, am I excited that people are excited again about sneakers? Absolutely. But some of that excitement is in the fact that we are seeing pairs probably be a little bit more limited in stock. And so the exclusivity is making people feel special. Again, it's always so weird because it's just a shoe. But that's making you feel like so important because other people may not be able to get the shoe. Like, that doesn't feel weird sometimes to you. I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying, but please go ahead and comment your thoughts because I think sneakers have certainly been in an exciting place, and I'll just go ahead and show love to the fact, again, the Shea One Butter that we've seen. I've seen a lot of great, comments, commentary, and just feedback on what people have seen so far. And then also for Kyrie, I really do think this man has like the most intricate sneaker, and I'm not just talking in performance or like as a signature sneaker, I'm just talking period. Like the brand new pair, the 2 that he has out, this thing is so intricate, okay, along the upper and everything. It's captivating. It's really captivating. It is certainly all in line with who Kyrie is, so respect to him for that. But again, go ahead and comment your thoughts below on the topics discussed in this video. Did my best to keep it as relatively short as I possibly could. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for any and everyone, especially women, of course, if you participated in the giveaway for the Air Jordan 3 here, and then the Jordan 1 Low and the apparel on my Instagram at talks.with.tj. I always appreciate you, and I'm so happy that I was able to give back. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.